3, 2, 1. Hey, gang, and welcome back to Alien Protocols, the Advanced Protocols Data Project. We are very lucky to have an incredible gentleman with us from a historic UFO case, the historic Alvin, Texas case, Mauricio Ruiz. Mauricio, you are such an amazing guy. Thank you so much for being with us. Not only did you, come to the forefront in 2008 with your case, but you have since been such a great representative of all of us, of the experiencers and contactees. Thank you so much for joining us. Really appreciate your time, brother.
Thank you, buddy. And I'm very appreciative you had the time and you took Sunday to take care of this business, because we want to start the week with something good for everybody.
Absolutely, absolutely. And you know what? You are just that kind of thing. You are good. You're good for this business. You're good. I mean, not business. This it's an anti-business. It's an anti-money. But
don't worry.
This case of yours is so historic. I remember seeing this case and being blown away by it. Your footage is still, holds up to scrutiny. 10 years later, all the experts have looked at it. You were such a credible witness, and you really brought a lot of people who were on the fence over. And ever since, you've been, on fire, as all experiencers are who see a craft. You can't stop. You're completely in this world. How did that experience happen for you? Was that your first UFO experience? And then just tell us a little bit about that experience for us.
Well, buddy, let me tell you something, buddy. Now that you mentioned that, before I forget, I was not gonna let it all out, from the beginning. I was just gonna toss it on the side and just forget about it and think to myself, what was that? But something just told me YouTube was fresh back then. Everybody was uploading stuff to YouTube. You have a little, little situation that you want to share it. And, something just told me, load it up to YouTube. I only had 300, subscribers, maybe less. Because you know how my channel started, buddy, real fast? You know how it started? My daughter, she had a little Chihuahua dog, and she had little puppies. And I videotaped the birth of the little puppies, and she said, share it to my family members. So I uploaded the little Chihuahua dog, and everybody loved it. It was just family members, 300. And that's it. It stopped right there. Everybody, just gave thumbs up. And no, back then they used to do the stars. They gave me a 5-star, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And that's how they rated. No thumbs up or down. So all the stars. And you know what? It stayed right there. And then when it happened on April the 11th, 2008, I said, okay, I'll share it, because everybody wanted to see, well, what was it? I said, no, don't worry. That's what, remember, I had my little Chihuahua. Remember when I said that Chihuahua? See, so that connects. That's why they said he's real, because he had a Chihuahua birth, video, and the same Chihuahua ended up being part of the situation. So I just shared it. I put it on the internet for my family members. And then this UFO investigator from Mexico City, very famous, Jaime Maussan, along with other investigators, they grabbed on it and they said, hey, we're flying to Alvin, we're coming over, and we're gonna make sure we see the video, we see the background, everything, and if we think it's worth it, we'll bring it to Mexico, a copy, and we'll share it. I said, no, come over here, you take the copy. You take the video. And he said, you can't give us the video. It's the original. I said, well, have I done this before? Am I an expert on this? I don't even know what's going on. And he said, how much you want? I said, for what? I said, well, normally they cost about $5-10. No, not for, the cassette. For the whole deal, the rights. I said, I don't know what you're talking about. Here, just have it, take it. And he freaked out. He said, okay. He took it to Mexico. And he said, you're not asking for nothing? No. He said, but he signed up some paperwork. Okay. So I did. I gave him the benefit, the rights and everything. No royalties, no commercial royalties for me. He went to Mexico and the bomb went off. All of a sudden, my channel went from 405 to 1,000, 2,000, 3,000, 4,000. He stopped almost at 5,000. That's it. There you go. That's it. That's the logo. That's the logo right there on the corner. That's the logo of the TV network. Now, believe it or not, buddy, he's very famous out there. Millions of people watch his program, through Mexico and its
Also,
satellite station.
yes, he was a very straight, like 60 Minutes, kind of a very respected journalist, and he got into this story. And as we all know, South America is such a hot spot for this. So he's
Yes.
done this business.
Well, that one, buddy, that one went in the same time frame as the one in Turkey, Cumbacks over there. Remember the Turkey,
Oh, yeah, yeah.
Paul? They went side by side. Yes, yes. At the same time, Jaime Maussan was working on that case. And then my case came, and he was in LA. He was in Los Angeles doing one of those once a year, conference. And he heard about it. He flew from LA all the way to Alvin. And then from here, he went to Mexico City. The bomb went off. And all of a sudden, I had the trolls. I had the investigators on it. I had everybody calling me. Everybody was tearing me apart. Some were pulling me pro and the other ones against. And I said, you know what? I was about, yeah, there you go. There you go. There you go. And you know what, buddy? Finally, the original video that I uploaded, guess what happened? I took it off. I had so much. I mean,
wow.
I just took it off from the internet. I wiped it out.
Wow.
That's it. It was picking up it went almost to, I have some videos there that are 4.5 million views. I have two that are 4.5 million views, but not mine. But mine was about to hit million mark, but I took it off because I finally said enough is enough, and I punished.
Wow. You know what? That goes
to everybody, and I said no more of this.
That goes to two really great points about your video and about you as a person and you and your character. One is you didn't ask for money from the very beginning. This wasn't a money ploy. This wasn't a money scam. This wasn't about money, period. And then again, when your video is reaching 1 million things, you were getting harassed by everyone, blah, 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 and you're like, take it down. You didn't, it wasn't about money. That just goes to your, your credibility. So, it's totally understandable. It was a different era back then too in ufology.
Yes. And buddy, guess what? When Jaime Maussan had it for 2 years, I believe, he came back. He gave it to me, the original one. He said, it went through all the testing out there, the University of Mexico out there, where they got all the high-tech, well, back then, the high-tech machines. He said it passed the test of times, original, but it went to the Supreme Court. They took it to the Supreme Court as saying that it was hoax. Somebody, another investigator. Wow. So they went and fought it in court. Actually, they went to the Supreme Court in Mexico, civil court, over it. But Maussan won because he proved beyond a reasonable doubt that it was not hoax. The person that threatened that it was hoax, they got sued, and Maussan won. And I never asked nothing in return. I said, I'm glad it was clear. The Supreme Court, civil Supreme Court in Mexico, they declared that the video was authentic. It was not hoax. And I was the original, video, photographer, everything. I had to write statements, and they won. Believe it or not, it went to the Supreme Court of the Civil Justice Department in Mexico. Now he won. And then Open Minds TV came in. They took possession of it. But along the way came National Geographic.
Wow.
And they flew all the way from California all the way down. And it was 20 people, a prop, like movies and everything, like Tom DeLonge and Luis Elizondo when they arrived in the place, we're going to do this. Well, as a matter of fact, everything became like the circus in town. Everybody was asking me, Mr. Reese, why don't all those U-Hauls with props? They're going to make a movie or what? I said, no, they're just going to reenact what happened. Well, gosh, there must be a big deal because everybody was now in Alvin. And believe it or not, do I have a bank account to the name of it? No, no.
Not a penny from that, not a penny.
So that means I'm neutral. I'm just like you, buddy. I put it up in the plate, and those that want to eat it, fine. And those that don't want to eat it, I don't force them. But the thing is, they've been given an opportunity to know it's real.
Right on. And that's what we're all doing. That's what it's all about. And that kind of spirit, you lead by example. And since then, you've been really a champion of disclosure, and you've been releasing videos. And, you know, of course, you and people like you and I who go through these videos and stuff, we only have our best discrimination, you know, so it's not like, we're definitely not trying to hoax people. We're out there trying to educate people. There's, you know,
Correct.
in third phase of moon and, you know, sector 51. If you want to watch hoax videos, there's plenty there. You know, this
Yes.
research is serious. This stuff is serious. You know, those of us who've seen this stuff, who've encountered it, who realize its greater significance for this planet and for our human race, and we're in a mass extinction right now on this planet. You know,
I
it's
believe you.
things. It's so important.
I believe you, buddy. Believe it or not, people think they take it for granted that the sun is always going to shine with the right temperature. The moon's going to be on the right spot forever. They think that the clouds going to behave forever the way they are. All those elements, all of a sudden, in one split second, one of them could sneeze. The sun could sneeze. The moon could sneeze. Something could happen, volcanic activity from underneath. We don't know. And, you know, all of a sudden, buddy, we might end up in a catastrophic situation. And you know what they're going to say? You humans had an opportunity to have, you know, taken off, explore different frontiers, and probably repopulate again, but you never took that opportunity. You stayed put and you contaminated the planet. You killed them yourselves in the name of God or a God or gods.
Yeah.
And the human race will never achieve total peace of mind until they understand the phenomena, if it's here to help us or to destroy us.
Right.
So far, buddy, me and you, we're alive. So something's good going on right now on our behalf. Let's keep it that way.
That's a really good point. We are alive. You know, if they were here to kill us, I think we would be not having this conversation. Our technology is so far advanced. And if we're shooting at a peaceful race that's here to help us, that's really stupid. I mean, it's like
Yes.
like, stupid's not even the word. It's like, it's beyond that. It's criminal, you know, really. But
Correct.
what keeps you going? What keeps your fire going every day, you know, to keep coming at this subject? Because it's a thankless, you know, research. People are always slamming you. There's always people saying they hate you, and, you know, their thumbs down, and not only just, you know, in terms of figuratively, but they're attacking your character. I mean, there's always like, and there's all sorts of weird stuff that happens with this research as well too. How do you deal with all that stuff, and what keeps you in the mix?
Well, first of all, buddy, I'm going to tell you something. It's not my subscribers. No. It's not my viewers either. No. It's my family. My family. Okay? When I see my family on this planet, and I see my granddaughter, my grandkids, all trying to accomplish what I did years back, I'm going to set the pace to tell them, listen, you could be spiritual, okay? But at the same time, you have to be intelligent to distinguish how far can you go into religion and how far can you go into science. Combine, we have to meet halfway and don't be ignorant. Now, to be intelligent, you don't have to explain it to no one. But to be stupid, to be ignorant, there's a lot of explaining to do. How you ended up being so ignorant, you know?
Great.
You don't have to explain that you're intelligent. People know you're intelligent, buddy. They know. But see, when they're ignorant, they want to be told, what happened to you? Explain to us. Well, we'll never finish, because people that are ignorant is because they are either self-inflicted ignorance, or they just don't want to open their eyes and say, oh, besides, you know, religion, we have science. And science and religion combined will give us a stepping stone for a better understanding. But one is pushing the other one down. We'll never cross that fence.
You know, there's so much, you know, there's so much negativity out there, you know, just in the planet, in our society, in our field, and in our research. And, you know, it takes a certain type of special person to stay in this research, to stay in this field, and to still try and be out there educating people, because we have hope still. You know, we care. And it sounds goofy, you know, but we really, really care. We care about humanity. We care about the future, you know, and it's obvious that you do, you know, in every single one of your videos. It's really, really apparent. Now I'm going to ask you a couple questions. You straddle a bridge between a really important bridge between the Hispanic culture and the English culture, and you know,
multi-cultures, different ones. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and you really represent that well. Where do you get your videos? Does being able to speak Spanish allow you to find the great ones you find from South America more easily? You know, things like that.
Yes, yes, buddy. I'm the person that I believe if you're bilingual, you're only walking with two legs at this time. But if you're trilingual, you're walking with an extra leg, which means it makes it easier.
Yeah,
If
yeah.
you end up being more, you're an octopus. You know how to maneuver. See, I look at the octopus.
Mm,
I always look at the more, the more the better.
mm,
And you have to be slick. So in life, you not only have to be bilingual to get ahead. No, 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 no. You don't have to speak a language. But like my mother used to tell me, get to know them before they get to know you, which
mm,
means just by looking at people, you know what they want. I could see any nationality without speaking, and I know just by their actions what they actually want from me.
mm.
So I don't have to speak. Actions are a lot. For example, buddy, let me just tell you, when you do your little drawings and explanations of everything, okay? Sometimes the words are not read by people that are not, good for the English language. They cannot understand what you write. But when you do a diagram of, what, a phenomenon, whatever, they understand. They say, oh, the hero don't have to explain. There's a star, that's a, UFO, that's a phenomena. So the bean shaped UFO, they understand because they seen one. So you don't have to put bean underneath. They said, oh, that looks familiar.
Yeah.
So between me and you, mankind do not have to go through the language barrier to cross over. It's called what? The mental, the mind. The mind, by looking at a person, you could read a person. I could read a lot of people, believe it or not, just by looking at them, the minds. I could see what they're after, their eyes, facial expressions. Then, if a person looks that they need something from me, I know how to deal with them because I picked up on them. I got to know them before they got to know me.
Mm.
So, in other words, yes, I go through, the internet, and I see certain channels, and just by looking at the person, the host, his face, his expressions, the way I say this is a genuine, or this just there to make that extra buck or two. I don't know. It's an instinct, that God-given instinct, or what you call, the Creator gave us tools that we have them on the side and we're not using them. We don't need Dr. Greer to tell us, oh, you could wake up. No, no, actually, Dr. Greer is only focusing on what other people are already doing. You know what I mean? He's just encouraging us to go that extra mile to accomplish what the mind can do.
Absolutely. And the more we examine it as a science and UFO research, the more we realize that the mind plays such a deep, 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 deep role in this. And we know the government feels that way too, because the Department of Defense is studying psychotronic weapons, cognitive,
Yes.
I mean, all the different things that, we've talked about on this channel and other people have, and that were in the Chris Mellon leak on slide 9 of that Chris Mellon leak. But
Yes.
speaking of, let's look at the future. Where do you think we're going to be going? Oh, that's a good time to get a drink, isn't it?
Yes, go. Hey, remember, people know we're only humans. They think when they see us, buddy, we're not humans. We are. We bleed, we cry, we
Yeah.
talk, but we have compassion for people that spend years and years trying to figure out what's going on. We're the type of people that would spend hours at a time on the computer, buddy, just trying to feed something to people. Between me and you, I'm going to tell you something. People have told me, stay away from Buddy. He's no good news. He's out there to uh, this and that. I said, oh, really? I said, that's good words of wisdom you're giving me. But see, they don't know, actually, the good words of wisdom they gave me, it's about that person that talked about you. I said, oh, Mo, those are CX for him. I'm learning from that person who they are, buddy. Because the person that doesn't say, hey, put Buddy on the line and put me, and I'm going to tell you something about Buddy. No, they don't go like that. They say it underneath Buddy. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I don't fall for the game.
I think you are judged by the quality of people who not only like you, but also by the quality of people who don't like you. So if the right people don't like you, then that's a huge, huge compliment. And there's quite a few people who have been in the disclosure business.
Yes.
People who I've talked about on my channel, who literally it is a business for them. It is money for them. And they put down other people. They slam other people and they obfuscate. And you know, especially people in the government. You know, on my channel, I do a lot of investigation as to specifically people involved with disclosures. Some people who had, you know, who are the deputy director of science and research at, you know, the DIA or at the CIA. And, you know, sometimes people get pissed off and they don't like you, and people don't like it when you reveal the truth. You know, a guy, you know, Ron Pandolfi called Dan Smith to call me at 3 o'clock in the morning when I revealed stuff on Joe Firmage's device.
Wow.
So, you know, there's all sorts of weird stuff. People don't like it when you tell the truth, and then other people will attack you for this or attack you for that. And you know what? You just do what you do. You know you're doing the right thing, and you've got nothing to fear. You know, it's like honesty. You know, honesty is beautiful because, you know, you've just got nothing to fear, and everything's fine as long as you're doing the right thing. You know, I've got nothing to fear. I was threatened by one of these guys, one of these agents, and, you know, they're saying, oh, we're going to send, you know, 4 agents over to get you. And I was like, you can't, because I've done nothing wrong, nothing illegal, you know. But I insulted that person and said, but I am going to send the
facts. Well, you must, buddy, you must have done something. You must have done something bad, really, because normally it takes 2 people to go get you 2. Why 4? So you must have been a bad boy. I mean, normally it's 2 men in black, only 2. Why 4? You're a bad boy. You're a bad boy.
Very bad. And that was for a leak that someone else did. You know, it was Chris Mellon's leak and all that stuff. And so, you know, people, when you do the right thing, people are always going to attack you. There's people who've done the right thing throughout history, and you can see how they're attacked. And
yes.
So, you know, you've been attacked. How do you, you know, keep going, and how do you keep going? And I know you said your family, and, you know, I feel the same way. You know, it's not this business that sustains us. We fight this because it's, you know, we fight this fight because it's a mission for us. You know, it's social justice.
Correct.
For us. Where do you think we're going? Where's the future for us? I assume we're getting more and more people talking about it. People believe more and more in UFOs now. To the stars doing great stuff. What do you think 2019 holds?
Buddy, I'm going to tell you something, honestly. And I have 10,050 subscribers. But of those 10,050 subscribers, I'm going to tell you something, buddy. Maybe 50, I'm saying 50, wake up every morning and they try to find out if I did an upload of something. Sure. And they immediately give me thumbs up, and only one of them will give me thumbs down. You know why? Because that person feels like I'm not giving them too much attention. But what makes me feel so good, buddy, let me tell you something. I upload something at 3 o'clock in the morning and there's a thumbs down immediately. I said, I got a viewer out there. Good. You know, somebody's waiting for me.
I have a hater who hates me so much that they watch my videos to hate my videos. I mean, it's so poetic. You know?
Well, they're the ones that are making your views count, buddy. Every time you start with a video, they're going to go how many people have watched your video, correct? There's the thumbs up and the thumbs down, but it adds up. So I like it because if I have 20 thumbs down, 20 people join those that watch my video. So that means, oh, I'm not doing it just out of nowhere. People are watching. I'm honest to God, buddy. I understand. There's some people behind the mask and they want to say, I'm going to give him thumbs down because I believe I'm checking him out to whether he's for real or not. Because the more thumbs down they give you, sometimes we become depressed a little bit and we'll say, okay, I'm not going to do no more videos. I'm wasting my time. But wait a minute, I said, I just wasted his time. I wasted the time of the guy that gave me thumbs down. So I got to give him something in return. Wake him up again. Wake him up again. And I do another one. And there it is. I said, good. He's still with me. But if I don't see a thumbs down, I said, what happened to my troll? Where's he at? I miss him.
My hater. You know, it's so funny. TV shows are, you know, incredibly popular because they hate the people in it. You know, whatever. It's so funny. Well,
yeah. Oh, by the way, buddy, let me just tell you something. You asked me where we going. I got off track. Oh, yeah, this is it. Now this is it. I'm gonna be honest. It all started in late 2017. Late 2017, it all started. For the first time, the face of someone working for the government, okay, came out and said, "Oh, I was studying the phenomena." Really? Yeah. Oh, that's good. Oh, I got another goodie. I got videos. Oh, that's another plus. Oh, I got another one. What? Tom DeLonge. He just went and dug in more dirt and we have more to offer. So everything just went, it was like the California wildfires. Everything caught on fire. But you gotta understand, buddy, these people compromise too much immediately, too much, too soon, too fast, and people tend to get desperate. I just did an upload, one or two about Tom DeLonge and TTSA. A lot of people are, oh, they want to shoot them down. I said, wait a minute. Those are the people that came out to begin with something that was never seen before. And he confirmed the phenomenon. Oh, no, we hate him. Well, you know what? You want to crucify the same people that came out? Send them back. Put all those videos back and say it was hoaxed, like all the other hoax. How would you feel if Tom DeLonge and recently someone said, oh, this were fake. We're going to put them back in the shelf. We're going to start crying. We say, oh, we thought we finally had something. Well, see, we have it, but we want to put it back in the shelves.
It's so funny. It's like when humans first got the microwave. You know, it's like, I want my food faster. I want my food faster. We get the microwave and something now takes 30 seconds. And it's like, it's taking forever. It's taking 30 seconds. You know? It's like we are always unsatisfied.
Human nature.
Species, you know, we're unsatisfied. That's why we keep plowing forward. In a way, it's kind of funny, you know. Shooting Stars has done stuff that no one's ever done before, you know, except for with this. You could argue that Dr. Greer has done as much, if not more, by still. I mean, this is it's an amazing time to be alive. I'm so thankful, and I'm so thankful that you and I have been able to connect and build a friendship. And now we can consult and help each other. When I have cases and stuff, I want to know your thoughts and your insights, because you've been at this for so long. You've got so many insights into this, into the phenomena, into craft, into the culture, everything. So I would love to you know, do ongoing interviews with you into the future. Does that sound something you're amenable to?
Buddy, let me tell you something. As long as my computer works and as long as everything is free on my side and your side, and we don't have to invest thousands of dollars, why not put it to work? And I'm going to say something to everybody that's watching you, buddy. I've been watching you. You're almost going to hit the 2,000 subscriber level, I believe, 2,000.
Yes.
Or you probably hit it by now. And lo and behold, when you hit the 5,000 subscriber level, you better be careful. You just inherited rejects from other channels that are coming your way. Honest to God, the rejects, and they're ready to shoot you down because they've been shot or blocked from other channels. And they said, buddy, we have to go, buddy. Well, that's the time you become firm but fair. You have to be firm but fair. You have to treat them good, but at the same time, you have to set your standards and say, listen, guys, I'm going to keep on doing this. But if you want to shoot me down, you want to shout me out, don't worry. Let me not waste your time. There's billions of other channels out there, but I feel welcome and privileged you came to my channel. So to be honest, every subscriber that comes to your channel will be a blessing to your channel for one thing. They will remember one thing about Buddy. I'm here to bring you on board, to keep you on board, and I will never, never let you down. They themselves will let themselves down when they say, Buddy's not showing us what we want to see. Fine. But at least you came to Buddy and he showed you what he had.
You're such a supportive guy. And, you know, I just really appreciate your friendship and everything. And just, you know, want to thank you very much. And thank you for all you do for the community. Thank you, Mauricio.
Buddy, thanks, man. Thanks. Let me know whenever we're off the air.
I'll be harassing you soon for some of your analysis.
Oh, ain't no doubt. Okay, let's see. You're there.